Hello and welcome to your biological sciences course combined, which means it includes a lab, or in this case, virtual labs. I am Professor Fevres, your biological sciences instructor. Purpose of this video is to go over where to find things and how to make this course enjoyable and a success for you to learn biological concepts. First thing, after watching this video and having watched my welcome video, you should go to the course schedule and detailed information. In there, you will find the syllabus for this course with all the detailed information about the course. First thing in the syllabus is the text or required material. You should get two access codes for this course. And let me say it again. There are two access codes, so not just one, but two. One will give you access to the textbook or the electronic version of the textbook and classwork activities, which will help deepen your knowledge on the biological concepts that you are learning. And the second access code, as you can see in here, this is a separate access code. It is required to gain access to the virtual labs. You remember you have registered for a course that have virtual labs added to it. So you need a second access code. It's like if you were paying a lab fee, but consider that money to gain access to these virtual labs, which are really fun labs. Graphics are great, and most important, you learn a lot from them. All right, continuing down, important dates to remember next week, May 13th. By then, you should email me letting me know that you have reviewed the syllabus so that I know you have accessed the course. Withdrawal policy, we are no longer able to withdraw you from a course if you're not doing well. You have to do it yourself. Hopefully for this course, you will not have to do that. It is a student-friendly course with plenty of time to complete work. You just need to stay on top of things, and that's the whole purpose of this video, for me to take you through all the assignments and make sure that you know how to handle them. Continuing down, there's a bunch of links and information about resources you may or may not need. Just look at them. Let's go over what is going to give you a grade for this course. You have 4 exams, 400 points. That's about 33% of the grade. Those exams, I will explain how to complete them in a few minutes. There are 13 classwork activities. That's the access code you need from Access Pearson, which you see it there. That's one of the two access codes that has the electronic version of the book, and it also has the access to these activities. By the way, let me take this opportunity to let you know, if you don't have the access code at this time, do not worry. You can actually register for a temp access so that you won't fall behind. I believe it gives you 2 weeks. In those 2 weeks, you should purchase the permanent access code, as the access will stop at exactly the 2 weeks mark. But no need to fall behind. You can access this platform today, and I'll show you where to go to do that. There is also the virtual lab. There are 13 virtual labs that you will have to complete for this course. Remember that those are important. It's a component of this course, and they are about 21% of your grade. And I'll go over how to get to them. And then I think this is the most fun part, discussion forums. There are about 8 of them. And these are geared to for you guys to share the information that you are learning as we progress on this course. Just communicate with your classmates, and for me to monitor that you're learning. But they're fun because I combine what we're learning to current information. So uh, I enjoy those, and I think you will enjoy them too. All right, continuing down. This is the schedule of when work is due and what kind of work you have for every week. So this course is divided into modules, and every module takes a week to complete, 7 days uh, to complete work that if you put it all together, it'll take you anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, no more than that. And if you're very efficient, sometimes even less. Labs are tricky. They may be a little bit time consuming, some of them are really fast. Those you have to work accordingly, but I'm going to tell you about labs in a minute. So just review that. Let's go to the modules so that I can show you real quick how everything is completed. So the first module is the orientation module. Your side will look a little bit different than mine because I'm the instructor, so I have access to everything. But let's go on week one module. First thing I need to tell you is that the modules for this course, they start on Sunday, they end on Saturday. That means that all work in that module is due by Saturday, 11:59 p.m. Every Saturday from this coming Saturday to the last Saturday of this course, you're going to have work due by 11:59 p.m. And you can complete it any time between Sunday and Saturday. So for this first module, this is the link that will take you directly to the assignment to the Pearson's platform. If you click this link, it won't, I mean, because you have not registered with the access code, it may take you to the registration page to register the access code if you have it. If you do not have the access code, remember I told you you can get a temporary access for 2 weeks so that you would not fall behind. But that's the link. If you cannot get to the registration page through this link, you can then get to the registration page through this link over here that says Access Pearson. I think this one takes you, but I know for sure this one will take you there. I don't click it because then it takes time to come back, and I want to do this under 15 minutes. And then you guys have the notes. These are the PowerPoint presentations for the material that you are learning on a weekly basis. It summarizes the material, but do remember, once you get access to the Pearson platform, you have the electronic version of the book where information is more detailed. This is just to remind you to shoot me that email by the 13th of May, which is next week. And then this link takes you to the platform where you are going to register the access code for the virtual labs. If you cannot access that platform through this link, you then use the one that says Macmillan Learning. That's actually where the platform for the virtual labs, or that's the platform that grants you access to the virtual labs for this course. Now, these virtual labs, it looks like a lot, but it's not really a lot. You got here the introduction to virtual lab. I'm gonna let you guys click on that, and it just gives you information about how the labs work. But I'm gonna actually, no, it's gonna take me a little bit of time. I'm gonna click on this introduction to lab simulation experiment. Actually, I'm gonna click on the lab procedure because I wanna show you how it works. But before I do that, I want to show you this introduction to lab simulation, data collection, and summary worksheets. That's for you guys to keep track of the data that you will need to answer the questions on the quiz. These labs, at the end, you need to click on these quizzes so that you can answer. I think there are 10 questions for every quiz, and or so, not exactly, there's close to 10 questions. And what they do is they assess your comprehension or knowledge of that. Because in order to answer those questions, you do have to complete the lab. And on my side, I see you were on your side, it won't look like anything is getting recorded, but it does get recorded. It's just you're not able to see it. I am able to see it on my side that you had completed those lab procedures and that you had completed the lab. And so you will get the score for that lab. But let's go real quick to see how these labs work. I hope it doesn't take a long time. So when you click on it, it will open a new tab. And let's see. Let's see. So this year is a little bit different for what I see, but you see it gives you week by week. It gives you all you have to do within that week. I think your site may look a little bit different than mine, but not that different. We want to go into the lab procedure. If you click on it, it'll take you to the actual lab. And the way to complete this is, you see in here, it just gives you the instructions of what to do, step by step, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. My advice for you is to, if you click in here, you enter the lab. So you see, it just says starts the lab, and so you have to put your goggles, you have to put your lab coat, you have to put your gloves, and you enter the lab. So my advice for you is to split your computer screen into two, in two. So on one side have the lab, on the other side have the instructions. You see these instructions, and then just follow the instructions. The instructions tells you what to do on here. So you see you can actually get a beaker and move it. I mean, I'm just not doing this step by step. I'm following instructions, but the instructions will tell you what to get first, what to get second. You see, you can even bring a balance, and it just tells you to put stuff in there. So the reading, then you record it on those data sheets, because then you may get a question on the quiz about it. And it's a fun. It looks like you're really in a lab. And the difference between these virtual labs and the lab in a face-to-face setting is that in here the experiments will always work. In a face-to-face setting, sometimes they may not work because of the quality of the chemicals, but in here it will always work, and you will get your results, and that way you will be able to answer questions. So that's how you complete the labs. So once again, the final thing to do once you get all your data will be to take the quiz and answer the quiz using the results that you got from the lab, and you submit it, and then you're done with that lab. I do leave labs open, so even though there are suggested due dates, like this first one, it says May 10. If you don't complete it by May 10, you can actually access it afterward. Some of them are time consuming, and I know you probably run out of time. Don't get all nervous. Just, you can always go back and complete them. However, all of them have to be completed by the end of the course, and I will be reminding you on a weekly basis. This course doesn't have quizzes, but it has exams. So exams, like for example, I think your first exam will be on week 3. You have your exam number 1, week 3 exams. Once you open them, even though you can complete them anytime during the 7 days of the week that you have. This is an asynchronous course or asynchronous course. You will have 90 minutes. There's a timer that starts once you click the exam open, 90 minutes to complete 50 questions. So my suggestion to you is study for these exams like you were studying for an exam that you were supposed to take, or that you will go and take face to face. The only difference is that if you miss or you don't remember the information for 1, 2, maybe 3 questions, you can really quick go to your Access book or electronic version of the book and get the answer, or any other resources. I really don't mind. I mean, the bottom line here is that we're learning biology, and I don't care where you get the information. The important thing is that you learn and you apply that knowledge, and you show me that you comprehended that knowledge in order for you to get the corresponding grade. But the exam has to be completed within 90 minutes, and it can be any of the days within that 7-day window, but within 90 minutes. And that's pretty much it. I will be coming back to you via email and on announcements. Watch for those announcements. Make sure you guys read them. And welcome to the course, and let's go ahead and learn some biology. Do not hesitate to email me back if you have any questions. We'll see you. Thank you.